was 6 years old, I got my first piece of musical anything. It was an instrument. I got a little kid piano. And a couple hours later, my sister broke it. She decided she wanted to see how it worked, and so she cut one of the wires accidentally, and I never let her live it down. Ever. I know a lot about me, and I'm going to tell you about my past, my present, my future, and what my bag represents. I know a lot about myself, and I hope that by the end of the speech you will know a lot about me too. My first object is a collector's edition copy of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. This book really represents me because it's something I read as a kid, and it was one of my favorite books. Alice is kind of one of those characters that's a little bit shy, a little bit outgoing, and all over the place, just like me. And I figured if Alice can be herself in a world of crazy, I can be myself too. Now that you know a little bit about my past, I'll tell you about my present. And my next object is my Sufudoo glove. This glove represents me because I only do Sufudoo. Sufudoo is my life. I get a 4-month break from Sufudoo every year, and most of that time I'm spent thinking about it. It represents my love of music also, because when we're there, we're either thinking about music, playing music, talking about music, or creating it. It gives me an outlet to create music, which is something I want to do in the future. That brings me to my next object, which is a Star Trek doll. It's an action figure of one of the characters, Uhura. This represents my future because I plan on spending a lot more time with my dad, and this is something we both enjoy because it's a little bit silly, but it's also kind of sci-fi, which my dad and I love. It also represents me because I aspire to be her. It represents my future because she's who I want to be like. This character did a lot. She is one of the first black women to be on TV, and she's one of the first interracial kisses. Now that you know about my past, present, and future, I'll tell you about my bag. My bag represents me because I love to travel, and I take this wherever I go. It's one of my favorite things, and I love it. I babysit with it. I do everything. I've even taken it to Boston and New York, and I hope to have more adventures with it. I've told you about my past, my present, and my future, and I hope that you guys learn more about me, and I hope to see you all in more adventures.